Hello everyone, my name is Layla. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm coming at you with a romance webtoon recommendations video. Yes, I've been wanting to actually film this video for basically since I started my booktube channel, but I haven't gotten around to it. And I'm like, yes, I need content. So here you are with this new content, and I'm gonna let you know what, in my opinion, are the best romance webtoon recommendations. And if you have recommendations of your own, doesn't have to be romance webtoons, but just like webtoons in general, feel free to leave them down below and I will just get started. So the first webtoon that I'm going to recommend to you is Let's Play. I love this webtoon for so many different reasons. Let me tell you my favorite thing about this webtoon, and it's actually not the romance. I love the romance. Charles, yes, I think the whole fandom for this webtoon absolutely adores Charles, like I do. And yeah, but I'm getting off topic. So what I love the most about this webtoon is the emotions. It kind of personifies emotions. In her imagination, you can see confidence, and you can see self-esteem, and our main character has low self-esteem, so it looks like self-esteem is starving and things like that. Or you can see envy, and you can see lust and all of that stuff, actual kind of characters in the webtoon. And that is my favorite thing about it. I've never seen anything like that before, and I think it helps you look at mental health in a different way also, and just exploring my own feelings after reading something like that. I'm like, if this was a person, oh my gosh, it's just so cool. And so basically what this webtoon is about, it's about a woman, Samara, who likes to make video games. That's not her main job, but she made a video game. And then a YouTuber that she actually really looks up to bashes it, completely bashes her game, and then she gets a lot of rude comments, and her rating goes down for the game that she made and all of that stuff. And she gets the chance to confront him about it. And so then you meet him as well, that's Marshall, and you kind of go from there, and her different relationships and what she's going through, because at first there's 3 guys that she's kind of has to choose between ish, or 3 guys that she can explore her romances with. And at some points the whole fandom was confused. We were like, I don't know, but this is a really good one, and it's not a whole lot on the video game. So if you don't like video games, you don't even have to worry about that, because I'm not a huge gamer myself, but I really enjoy this webtoon and how extra some of the characters are, and there are side character stories too, and I just really love this webtoon. 10 out of 10 recommend. Next, we have a webtoon I'm sure everybody's heard of already, which is True Beauty. And I do believe that this lives up to the hype, especially in the early episodes. So in this you follow, actually I don't know how to pronounce her name. If it was actually in Korean, I think I could pronounce it, but it's in the English-ish Korean. You know what I'm saying? Probably not. But yeah, so you follow this girl, and she was ugly per se. I don't like describing people as ugly, but in her mind she was ugly before. And then she learns the power of makeup when she gets to high school, and so that really opens a lot of new doors for her. And she meets this boy, Suho, and oh my gosh. And there is also a love triangle in this one between her, Suho, and Sujin. And yeah, so it's about her and her self-esteem and her true face. She doesn't like showing people what she looks like without makeup on. And I can't really describe this webtoon that well, because I'm describing it in a really basic way, but it's so much more than that, and it's so wholesome sometimes, and I'm just like, yeah. So next we have Sub-Zero. Oh my gosh, if you love the forced proximity trope, or the marriage trope where they don't get to really know each other till after they're married, because they have to get married super quickly, Sub-Zero is for you. And it has a fantasy element, So basically, you're following the two main characters. They are dragons. They're not like actually dragons, like they're in human form, but they have like dragons like tattooed across their skin, and they can turn into dragons, which is their thing. So the dragons are the rulers of the kingdom. And the kingdoms have been rivaling and having like a bloody war for such a long time, and they need to end it. So, a marriage, and the two do not like each other for obvious reasons, and it's like, ooh, ooh. So, it's their romance, and the blue dragon, the woman, she actually has a secret about her being a dragon, and that she's trying to hide from everyone because she doesn't know how the alliance would go if the other kingdom found out about her. And I'm going to leave it at that because I want you to read it yourself. And next is Brass and Sass. It is the most wholesome webtoon that I am reading. It really is. I really like Brass and Sass. I think it's adorable. So basically, you follow Camila, and she's such a cute character, but you follow her, and she's going to this school, right? I forgot what the high school is called, but she's in high school. And she falls in love with the jazz band there because she hears them. And then she's like, oh, I want to do that. And she wants to learn an instrument. And then she's not good at it. I mean, she's got spunk, but she's not good at it. And she has to take lessons with this dude, and he's like broody, you know, doesn't really talk to people, kind of rude. And she's all sunshine and happiness, so you know where that's going. And it's just such a cute, though art, let me just fangirl over the art for a minute because it is so colorful, and the cast for this webtoon is so diverse. I absolutely love it. You have characters that are drawn with hijabs on, and you have black characters and white characters, and there was this one scene to where a black character, it was at night, and she was drawn with her bonnet on, and I was like, oh yes. Oh my gosh, it is so cute. And if you like wholesome things, like this is definitely for you. Like there are some topics that are touched upon that are like a little heavier, but for the most part, it's just super wholesome, super fun, super colorful, just, yes. Now I'm going to talk about the webtoon that I absolutely adore the art in. Oh my gosh, this art just hits different for Empiria. And it's just beautiful. I don't know what type of talent somebody needs to have in order to draw something like that. I'm like, whoa, whoa, the art just sucked me in like immediately. Oh my gosh, it's so stellar. And this webtoon right here will have you crushing on like fictional characters like really quick. And oh my gosh, yes, it just immediately puts you in a different world. It's beautiful and it's whimsical, and you're following this girl and this guy. And when they first meet, the dude thinks she's a dude because she dressed up as a dude so she could leave her house because she's like an important person. But people don't really like her because she's different, because her hair is like naturally blue. And in this world, you have like robots talking to each other. It's not sci-fi. I'd say more fantasy than anything. And the guy hunts, I forgot what the fictional creature's name is, but they kind of like take the souls of humans. And so he hunts them. And then he meets her when he thinks she's a guy and all that stuff. And that doesn't last forever, but the thing attacks her. And so, yeah, it goes from there. And if you read, like, oh my gosh, like this webtoon, I absolutely love it. And the side characters get their own story too. And it's so cute. Like AA, if you know what I'm talking about, you know. But yeah, they have their own thing. And it's a really good webtoon. Like, I don't really know how to explain everything that's going on because there's a lot that's going on. But I absolutely love it. I think it's on break right now. Like a season break, but you should read it anyway and then just wait like everybody else. Time to move on to freaking romance. Now this is the only one, no, this is one of two that are on my list that are completed. Like, you can read all of it. It's available. I'm pretty sure it's all free now. And, oh, freaking romance. It's so cute. So basically, it's this girl and this guy. And the girl moves into an apartment, and she finds that she can kind of see what she thinks is a ghost. Just walking around her house, like an attractive ghost, but a ghost nonetheless. And a guy moves into the apartment. He's like, I can see this woman out of nowhere. Turns out it's parallel universes, and they had moved into the same apartment in their parallel universes, but there's a crack in the parallel universe, which is how they can see each other. It's about their romance, and also the main female character, she wants to write like her own kind of webtoon thing, and she wants it to be romance, but she's never experienced love, or not in a very healthy way. And so the dude is the cinnamon roll in this one, and so he's trying to kind of help her know what love is and explain what love is and what romance is. So it's super cute. It's really cute, and the art, stellar. Yes, and there's kind of a little bit of a love triangle in this because her best friend Rose. So there is LGBTQ rep if you like that, because her best friend Rose has liked her for a long time, and yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. But yes, it is completed. I loved every single episode. The romance is amazing. Yes. All right, moving on to kind of darker. It's just not super dark, but this is called Midnight Poppyland, and you follow the dude. And I'm sorry, I was super bad with character names. I'm describing everyone as a dude and a girl, but anyway, you have this dude, and he works for the mafia. He's very important. He's like a bodyguard. And this girl has nothing to do with it. Absolutely nothing. Like, she works in like publishing, I'm pretty sure. And one day she accidentally gets mixed up kinda with Tora, who is the guy. I just remembered his name. But yeah, and it's those two romance, is their romance, and it's so cute because she's so wholesome, and then Tora's like this big buff guy and all of that stuff. People are scared of him, but she's not, and she kind of sees the best in everyone. She doesn't know why he's around her so much because he's looking for something that she accidentally probably came in contact with, as far as he knows, and it's really cute. And so I'm just smiling so much because I love all of these webtoons. The last webtoon that I will introduce you to in this video is called Sirens Lament. And this is the other webtoon that is fully complete. It's all out. Another romance that has a love triangle in it. And both guys are like honestly amazing. Like, I feel as though there are very few romances to where I actually like both sides of the love triangle. But this, if you're like me, this one you will like both of them. You might like have a solid, like, you want her to be with this dude, but you will like both of them. So basically, you follow the main woman, and she gets her heart broken, and that makes it easy for a siren to turn her, because in this webtoon, the sirens can only go after the brokenhearted. So all a siren has to do is kiss someone with a broken heart, and then they swap places. Like, they don't swap bodies or anything, like. But the siren gets to be human, and the human gets to be a siren, or is really forced to be a siren. But when she gets kissed by a siren, she doesn't do the switch. But the siren still gets to be human, and the siren now, Ian, is trying to figure out why she's staying like that, and it's really weird. So, and the guy who broke her heart, Sean, she's also like still like really in love with him and all of that stuff, and so they're all trying to figure out why she isn't fully a siren. Like, if she goes into the sea, then she's a siren, but then like, and then she starts to change even more. And yeah, so that is Sirens Lament. And so I have given you 8 beautiful, beautiful webtoons that you can try, and I hope that you try them and you like them. And if you do, let me know. If you don't, let me know. And if you have any recommendations, also let me know. As always, link down below, I will have my Barnes & Noble wish list, my Amazon wish list, and my Instagram link down below, as well as the links to a few donations you can make to give others the gift of reading. I upload every single Monday, and I will see you next week. Bye!